with Angela Yee. I'm here. My BRF, my best rapper friend Mainovation here.
Yes.
I voted early.
I'm going today.
Election day. Well, I think you have to go tomorrow. I don't know. Can you go today? No. I think early voting's over. And you got it. Depending on where you are. And you have to go tomorrow. Because I think Sunday was the last day for early voting in New York. Shut up. You're voting for Obama. Well, I'll tell you who Obama's voting for, and then you can vote for who he's voting for. But yeah, so Election Day is tomorrow, so you guys make sure that you're aware of what's on the ballot. You can go to When We All Vote and plan it out. I think it's /plan, so you can see what's on that ballot, because I looked at the ballot before I went, so I made sure that I knew what was on there, so I just skimmed right through it. But anyway, we got a lot going on today. We'll be talking about that. And of course, over the weekend, so much went down. Rest in peace to Quincy Jones, a legend.
Yes. Wow.
I woke up to that news this morning. Wow. But let's start the show off with some love and with some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's way up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all. Turn your lights on. Spreading love to those who are doing greatness. Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here. On a Monday, it's time to shine a light. And today I want to shine a light on somebody who is my friend in real life. It's his birthday today. My guy, Scotty Lee. Scott Lee is the studio manager of Engine Room Audio, which is where we actually record the Lip Service podcast. And I've known him since I was, I'm going to say in high school. He actually went to college with my ex-boyfriend. That's how we first met. But he and I stayed friends during all this time. And, you know, while I was still in school, he was managing at Character Music. That's where he worked with artists like Tyrese, SWV, Johnny Gill, B2K, PD Pablo, Faith Evans, and then opened his own studio. And so I just want to shout out to Scotty. He actually was the first person who got me working for real in the music business. When I was in college, he suggested me for an internship with Wu-Tang Management. And then I went on to work at Wu-Tang Management, and after that to work for Wu-Tang Corporation. And we've always been friends since then. And as soon as he opened his own studio, I've been doing a lot of events there. You know, just love to meet good people early on in life and then stay friends with them forever.
Right.
All right, now who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is a number. Alizé, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my sister Amber.
Amber? Okay, tell us about Amber.
So in 21 of Thanksgiving, our mom passed. Shortly after she found out she had cancer.
Ooh.
She's always been the backbone in our family and through all her whole cancer treatment, chemo. And now she works with children with autism, and she is still the joy in our family. Cancer did not break her at all.
Oh, well, shout out to Amber and to your whole family. And I know Thanksgiving probably is not an easy time for y'all, having to think about that, too.
Yeah.
All right, well, shout out to Amber for being a blessing to others as well, and to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and let's start it off with Lil Wayne. He had this Little Louisiana Fest over the weekend, and we'll tell you a lot of things that went down. A nice Hot Boys reunion, but also he had some things to say about the Super Bowl. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Good morning.
Good morning. And let's get into some over the weekend activities. So Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys have reunited at Little Louisiana Fest. They haven't been together on stage in over 15 years. So that's huge. Turk, BG, Juvenile. It was the first time the four of them have been on that stage together in such a long time. And here is... we can start with that. Okay, previously BG had said that this is actually going to kick off a tour. Here is what BG had to say previously on stage.
November 2nd at the Louisiana Fest, we gonna come out and start off the official, Hot Boy reunion tour. And, it's gonna be all for us. Like, even though I still feel how I feel about a certain.
I guess you got to put it to the side. Business and business, right?
My guy BG stand on nothing but business.
All right, and I saw Jermaine Dupri had went on X and commented on the Louisiana Fest and said, "I can't believe Drake missed that. Couldn't have been me." And he was at the Toronto Raptors game against the Sacramento Kings. So they said, this man is the ambassador for the Raptors. Tonight was a special night for his city. The show was just fine without him.
Right. So I was under the impression that he kind of missed something. So, but it was he has been to Louisiana shows before, right?
Yeah, I think he's been to the festival, and so has Nikki, like, previously.
So this was more or less like a Hot Boys reunion. He's not a part of the Hot Boys.
Right. I don't know that he had to be there for that.
Right, indeed. And
All
Nikki
right.
wasn't there neither, though, right?
Yeah, I don't believe that she was there, but she's been there before.
Okay,
so,
got it.
I don't think that that's that big of a deal. Now, the other thing that happened that was a big deal was Lil Wayne got a key to the city. So Mayor Cantrell was there, and in addition, Master P was there, and they've done some special things for him that are huge. Here's what happened on stage with Master P and the mayor.
I know y'all seen the Hollywood Walk of Fame. February 6th on Canal Street, we starting the NOLA Walk of Fame, and you were first one. We about to shut the city down. February 6th and 7th is going to be Lil Wayne Day.
All right. So now he got his own day, got a key to the city. He's going to be the first person on the NOLA Walk of Fame. All big deals. But one thing that he still is upset about is the fact that he is not performing at the Super Bowl. And he definitely expressed that opinion while he was on stage.
I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my ass off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me. But this moment right here, they can't take that.
People are thinking that, okay, Wayne, I saw a lot of comments like, enough with the pity party. All right, like, let's move on. You should have congratulated Kendrick. He could have came out, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen anymore right now.
Right. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right. Now, Young Thug made his first public request about who he would like to collaborate with. He went on X and said, Wham, let's drop one on these rats, Peter. And we know who that is.
What Wham says goes.
It's funny because, people thought that he didn't mess with Gunna, but it looks like he does. I guess I saw people in the comments like, somebody translate this for me. What does this even mean? But you know what it is. All right. So I guess it's
we'll see.
And Lil Baby, Lil Baby is
Wham.
Yeah. So I don't know what's about to happen, but he's allowed to talk to Gunna. He can work with Gunna. Now he could do something with Lil Baby. I don't know what's about to happen, but we're all paying attention. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I had a very active weekend, as I know you did too, because you're drinking an energy drink.
Wow.
It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and of course, my guy Maino is in the building.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you are here. And let's get into what we did last night. What did you do over the weekend, new Maino?
I was outside all weekend. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, be honest.
I was outside last night. Shout out to everybody whose birthday it was yesterday. Marissa, ML, my man Get Money Derb. I had to pass through all those birthday parties. We was just outside. Okay,
I love that for you. Well, I had a very active weekend. First of all, Friday, I did some stuff with Mercer and Prince in my home. And then I went to the Nets game. They were playing the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
It was a very exciting game because we were winning. And then all of a sudden, after the second half, I'm like, what happened? But fortunately, we did end up winning the game. So shout out to our Brooklyn Nets. I think we lost on Sunday, though, to the Pistons. Don't play.
Oh,
where do you live?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, I didn't ask you that.
Calm
it down.
Hey.
Okay. Calm it down. Okay.
Hey.
All right. And so did that. And then after the game, the other thing I did over the weekend was, I've been really working hard on trying to clear out and move. And so I've been trying to get rid of stuff. I have a lot of people coming to my house I have so much clothes.
I did that too. I did that yesterday. 10 bags of clothes yesterday. I spent most of my morning yesterday, me and my son, 10 bags of clothes.
You have a ridiculous, I've never seen you wear the same thing twice.
Stop it. You have.
Everything you have on, every day you come in here with something new.
I've worn stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, he's fancy. He got buckles and zippers on the bottom of his pants, not just one or the other. They call that detail. I love that for you.
Like, why? Like, who would make these like this?
And then the other thing I did was I watched Megan Thee Stallion's documentary in her own words.
Where's that at?
It's on Prime.
It's on Prime?
Yeah, it's on Prime. It's out right now.
I want to see that.
Yeah, man. There's some real subtle things in that documentary that really give you some insight into what she was feeling. There's a moment where she really wanted to get these jalapeno chips really bad, and it's just like she just had like a bit of a breakdown because it's a lot to go through. Losing her mom, who was like her manager and her mentor, and then just being around people. Then really losing her best friend during a time of getting shot in her foot.
Right,
and
she lied on her box, though. I like that part. I seen that part.
Well, not on the stand.
No,
just
on
in an
her
interview.
box, though.
What do you mean?
She lied on her box.
What?
She lied on it.
Okay. Anyway, and there's a lot of clips of people having very negative things to say about her, and they really play that. Like academics, Joe Button, like everybody who was going in on her and calling her a liar and saying she didn't get shot and saying all kinds of things. So anyway, so that's what I did. All right. Well, when we come back, you know what time it is. Tell us a secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any secret that you have.
Please, no judgment, Ange. Please don't do that
This
today.
is a no judgment zone, okay?
Please, Ange.
Have you ever lied on your
On my what?
sausage?
No, stop. Why would you?
All right, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. It's way up. It's no judgment. Way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
That's right.
I got a secret.
Let's go.
You got a secret?
I got plenty.
Okay, you groundhogging today?
Stop playing. Stop playing.
He gotta go. Hurry up.
Real.
Call us up. 800-292-5150. You get to remain anonymous. It's no judgment. Hey, anonymous caller, what's your secret?
Hey, I lost my virginity in the church, and something that I'll never forget, she'll never forget. You know, I took a lot of prayer and repentance about it, but, you know, I can talk about it now. It happened like about 14, 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
Where in the church? Like in a pew or downstairs?
In the confessional.
Nah, upstairs in the Sunday school room on the table.
That was cool.
In the Sunday school room.
Right.
Sheesh.
Nothing wrong with that, bro.
Did anybody yell out, oh, God?
Oh, God.
Oh, no, it was nothing but a whole lot of praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Yeah, it was a whole lot of
Praise the Lord.
You know how it go. You got to keep it simple and holified. You know,
Let's keep it simple and holy. Praise God. Won't he do it? God is good.
God, Lord, Jesus Christ.
Who was she to you, though? Was it like a girlfriend?
Yeah, she was like my girlfriend, know what I'm saying? I woke up one morning and she texted me, she was like, bring a rubber to church. And I was like, for what? And then, you know, she told me, so I was like, okay. And then that's what it was.
Was she in the choir?
I mean, nah, she wasn't in the choir. Nah, she wasn't in the choir. She probably listening, but yeah, Boo Bae, I still think about you in that day. I'm always
Boo Bae, I like that.
Yeah, Boo Bae. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. You want to tell me and Mano a secret? You know he don't judge.
I went on vacation with my ex, and I told my new girl I was with my family.
Ooh. Did she post anything?
Nah, I made sure. Things was nothing.
Does she have a girlfriend? I mean, a boyfriend too? Like somebody else?
I hope she don't, but oh well.
You should call back when you put you and your ex, and your new girl together.
Well, let me ask you this. So you still like your ex?
Yeah, you in love with her.
Yeah, I still got her initial tatted on my neck.
Oh,
so why aren't y'all together?
Long story. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you cheated.
Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you had a baby by somebody else?
You're crazy.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for sharing.
No problem.
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you could still leave a message and tell us a secret for last word. And when we come back, elections are coming up, and Cardi B and Elon Musk got into it on social media. Man, I want to say he is doing a lot on X, the most. They said he has like 3,000 posts in support of Trump. It's insane. All right, but we'll tell you what he said to Cardi B and how she responded. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Spill that Yee tea.
Let's spill that Yee tea.
Yeah.
SNL. What a reason to watch SNL, because Kamala Harris made a surprise appearance alongside Maya Rudolph. Are we not? Okay, that's cool. We're starting with that. And so here is what that sounded like. You can see that Maya Rudolph is looking into a mirror, but the mirror is actually Kamala Harris.
Nice to see you, Kamala.
It is nice to see you, Kamala. And I'm just here to remind you, you got this. Because you can do something your opponent cannot do. You can open doors. I don't really laugh like that, do I?
A little bit. Now, Kamala, take my Pamela. The American people want to stop the chaos
and end the drama.
It was cute. People loved it. It was a good sketch, and it's good that she can make fun of her own laugh, because one thing that people always like have an issue with is how she laughs, which is so stupid to me.
We did it, Joe.
In addition to that, just a deeper dive, I was telling you guys that Maya Rudolph, who plays Kamala Harris all the time on SNL, is Minnie Riperton's daughter.
We didn't know that. I liked her in
She's funny.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah. She's hilarious. All right, now Cardi B, in the meantime, was talking for Kamala Harris at a rally, and there were some issues. I guess the teleprompter wasn't working. That happened to me recently, and so she had to get her notes from her phone, and she got a little nervous because she couldn't read her speech off the teleprompter, which can happen when you're prepared.
That's
you know
not
what
her
you're about
fault,
to say.
though.
You don't want to get tongue-tied when you get up there, and so here is some of Cardi's speech.
I'm not giving Donald Trump a second chance. I'm not taking any chances with my future, and not damn sure and taking no chances with the future of my children. All three of them. I'm with Kamala. I believe in her. And America, I believe in you to turn out on Tuesday.
Yep. Anytime I try to freestyle without like my little notes, I'll forget things. You might, so I think you don't want to mess up either on such a big stage. You write your notes ahead of time and then have them there. But Elon Musk went on X, his platform that he owns, that he's definitely giving us a lot of feeding information to, and said another puppet who can't even talk without being fed the words. The Kamala campaign has no authenticity or true empathy, which is crazy, because then that means at Republican rallies, if they're reading off of a teleprompter, you should have that same energy for them. Cardi B responded, I'm not a puppet, Elon. I'm a daughter of 2 immigrant parents that had to work their ass off to provide for me. I'm a product of welfare. I'm a product of Section 8. I'm a product of poverty. And I'm a product of what happens when the system is set up against you. But you don't know nothing about that. You don't know not one thing about the American struggle. P.S. Fix my algorithm. Fix mine too while you're at it, because
that was a light check. I like that.
Yeah, that was a good check. All right. And now, do we have time for this? Lastly, let's talk about Cash Doll. Cash Doll was on Poor Minds, and she was talking about Tracy T. They did break up, unfortunately, and she said her heart is broken. Here's what she had to say.
I'm not acting like I don't give a I'm hurt. I thought that was going to be it. I wouldn't have had the kids. My heart got broken too. I'm human like you. It's time to go on, and it's no hard feelings.
All right. Wow. Well, listen, keeping it real. She's heartbroken. She thought they would be together. Maybe she wouldn't have done that if she would have known it wasn't going to work out. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Kids are adorable. So hopefully they can co-parent, and she's got to move on. That's a practical way to think. That's my girl, Cash Doll. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them anyway, as we are all getting ready for Election Day. Tomorrow is the deadline. It's way up.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Maino's here.
New Maino!
And by the way, in this Under the Radar story, you are horrified that TGI Fridays has filed for bankruptcy. You really like Fridays.
I used to love that place.
You know what? And they also had veggie burgers too, which I actually really enjoyed. But they said in a statement that fallout from the COVID pandemic was the primary driver of their financial challenges, and they will use the Chapter 11 process to explore strategic alternatives to ensure the long-term viability of the brand. So bankruptcy doesn't always mean that they won't remain anymore. Sometimes it's a restructuring situation. But you know, it started in 1965 in Manhattan. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, no. So this one over here is the first one?
Which one?
This one right here.
In Times Square?
Not too far from here.
Yeah, and they said it was a place for singles to meet each other, and it was one of the first major change to popularize the happy hour concept.
Right.
We love a happy hour. Not a happy ending, Maino. All right. Now, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are going to be holding final campaigns, and they're getting ready for the battleground states, and they have focused their efforts there. There are 3 Midwestern battlegrounds, a.k.a. the Blue Wall, These are the manufacturing and union-heavy states. That's Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. They used to be more reliably Democratic, but they have shifted. Also, the 4 Sun Belt battlegrounds. Those are states with growing populations like Arizona, Nevada, and North Carolina and Georgia, places like that. All right, and 1 vote in Nebraska is a battleground as well. So they're doing their last pitches right now. I saw that Donald Trump was on ABC News yesterday, and he said he talked about whether or not he could potentially lose, and he said, I guess I could, but I think I have a pretty substantial lead. But you could say, yeah, you could lose. Bad things could happen. You know, things happen, but it's going to be interesting. So he's saying if he loses, bad things could potentially happen. Not sure what exactly that means. But again, tomorrow is your last chance to vote. So please get out there and make it happen. I voted early. I went on Saturday and casted my vote.
For the last minute.
You know, some people like to vote on Election Day. Somia was up here on Friday and she said she's voting tomorrow on Election Day. It's exciting for her to be able to do that. I actually have to work all day and night tomorrow, so I won't have that opportunity. And I'm glad I got it out the way because anything could happen.
Who did you vote for?
Don't play yourself.
I'm just asking.
All right.
Let the listeners know who you voted
I voted for Kamala Harris.
Okay.
I have no problem saying that.
Okay. No drama.
I have no problem.
No drama.
Give me your Pamela so I can know who you voted for.
Okay.
I don't know who you're voting for, man.
I told you I'm voting for
who?
Obama.
All right. Anyway, that is your Under the Radar. Again, Election Day is tomorrow. We are not playing no games. You know, even looking at rights, women's rights and rights to do what they need to do and want to do for their own body. A pregnant Texas teenager died after 3 separate visits to an emergency room to get care in an incident that is talking also about the loss of abortion rights in the United States. She had strep throat on her first visit and she had sharp abdominal cramps. And, you know, hospital did not investigate that according to reporting. And then she was moved to intensive care and she died after suffering organ failure. They said her lips turned blue and dusky. And so they said there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in doctors over what treatments may or may not be considered a crime. And that's why this has had a devastating effect on women who need health care because doctors don't know if they're committing a crime if a woman's life is in danger. So,
right. And then talking about punishing women for doing that.
And doctors. All right. Well, that is your Yeats Under the Radar. And when we come back, we have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we'll talk more, giving you all the details that you need because things are happening minute by minute on this final day before the election. It's Way Up.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Mano.
And let's start up this Yee T. We should have done this earlier, saying we did it at the beginning of the show, but rest in peace to Quincy Jones.
That's right.
91 years old.
That's a life right there.
I mean, Michael Jackson Thriller. You know, he also made We Are the World. He's the one that brought everybody together for that.
Did you watch that documentary?
Of course.
Nice.
I actually know how to do We Are the World in sign language.
Really?
We had to learn that in school.
You have so many talents.
He won 28 Grammy Awards throughout his career. And so, again, a lot of people were on social media just basically giving their condolences. Will Smith, Quincy Jones is the true definition of a mentor, a father, and a friend. He pointed me toward the greatest parts of myself. He defended me. He nurtured me. He encouraged me. LL Cool J said, you were a father and example at a time when I truly needed a father and example. Mentor, role model, king. You gave me opportunities and shared wisdom. Music would not be music without you. Tyler Perry, Ice-T, Viola Davis, The Weeknd. I mean, everybody was giving their condolences, and well deserved. I mean, who has done it like Quincy Jones? He's definitely a one of one. Like, I don't know anybody on the level of a Quincy Jones that we can point to.
There's only one, Quincy Jones.
Yes, our condolences to his family. Remember his son QD3? He did Beef, that series.
Yep. I know exactly who that is.
But also Kadada, Rashida Jones.
That was Tupac.
Yep.
Girl,
okay. Yeah. Yes, all of that. All right. Eddie Murphy is about to be playing George Clinton in an untitled biopic, and it's going to be for Amazon MGM Studios. That's exciting. The script is being written right now. It was initiated by Catherine Davis, who was a lifelong George Clinton fan who brought the idea to Eddie Murphy. So shout out to them. It's based on his memoir, Brothers B. Yo, like George, ain't that funkin' kind of hard on you? That is the book that it's based on. The untold story of the influential pioneer of funk and his tumultuous journey to founding musical collective Parliament Funkadelic. Nice. They actually performed at my college one year.
I mean, listen, one thing about you, you've worked everywhere, did everything. Like
that's the. I mean, that has nothing to. But
you
they
like
did.
Forrest Gump a
and
little
can I
bit.
just
Like
say
you've been
one
everywhere.
thing? When they performed at my college, that was like the best spring fling we ever had because they literally performed for like 6 hours nonstop.
Wow.
And they do not play. You know, you don't have to perform that long, but it was like a full day.
Right.
So much fun.
Yeah,
so
it was just going.
Yes, I'm excited to see that documentary. All right. Well, Drake and DeMar DeRozan, apparently Drake has some real issues with him and taunted him during a game between the Toronto Raptors and the Sacramento Kings. Of course, DeMar DeRozan played for many years in Toronto and currently plays for the Kings, made his first appearance in Canada over the weekend since he appeared in Kendrick's Not Like Us video. And he also was on stage during the Pop-Out concert as well. And, you know, Drake was there and he had some things to say on the Canadian sports network TSN.
Unfortunately, we're playing this goof tonight, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
Wow. Well, he really don't like him for him being with Kendrick. And you can see, and I saw this went viral as DeMar was walking off. You can see Drake mouthing the words, F out of here.
Wow.
Vagina. And DeMar DeRozan did respond. Here's what he said.
He gonna have a long way to climb to take it down, so tell him good luck.
This is crazy, all of this beef. And by the way, I told you guys the Detroit Pistons beat the Brooklyn Nets on Sunday. But one thing they did have to do was take the subway. The New York City Marathon happened over the weekend. So a lot of street closures. People were not going to be able to move anywhere. So
Who took the subway?
The Detroit Pistons.
Really?
Yeah. So they posted themselves on the train. And the New York City Marathon responded, our bad. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, it's a Monday. We haven't done this in so long because Mano barely comes in.
Y'all don't have me here like
Monday,
that. Mainovation.
Let's get ready for that. We need this Mainovation because tomorrow is election day. All right, it's way up.
We about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee.
You're way up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
Yes, it's way up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
I'm here on a Monday, on a critical Monday. The last day before the elections. All right. So, Mano, we need your words of wisdom today. We need some Mainovation.
New Mano!
Today, Mainovation.
I was like, what accent?
No hesitation, any situation. No, today I feel like people only respect action. They only respect motion. You have to create value for yourself, right? As I look around and see a lot of so-called networking, taking pictures with people is not going to bring you the motion that you need, that you're looking for. People want to be a part of something, so you got to, like, everybody wants to be somebody, and we rightfully should, but you gotta provide the action for yourself because people want to buy into things that's already moving. Nobody's going to support you. I mean, the people that you want to support you early on probably won't.
Right.
Until they actually see you get your wheel turning.
And they'll jump on right then.
And that's just what it is, right? So live by action. Motion is what people respect. So create your own value. Get the moving because nobody gonna come save you, baby.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. And sometimes we can be offended that people don't want to be part of things when you're building and, you know, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah, but that's just
the
what it
majority
is.
of people won't be.
They won't.
You know, maybe your significant other, maybe your family, hopefully, but even then,
right.
You know, expectations.
That's a fact. But
will
when
always
they
hurt
see,
you in the end. But when they have that emotion and you can be like, okay, I need X, Y, and Z, still take it.
They'll come to you, right? Because and then you'll know when your thing is moving because it's like then you'll see the difference in the way people deal with you.
Yeah.
But you got to create your emotion yourself.
Know who your friends and day ones are versus your acquaintances.
Yeah, and taking
that's
pictures with a bunch of rappers is not just gonna bring you the motion that you're looking for. So stop it.
Man, when you said motion and people only respect action, I thought you were going to say
What?
getting slapped or something. I
No,
was like, come
none
on,
of
not
that.
today.
No, we not. Why? No.
All right, well, that is
Never.
your Monday Mainovation. And when we come back, it's Ask Ye. And of course, you heard the award-winning advice giver, Maino,
Yeah,
right here,
I'm here.
right now. Well, when we come back, Ask Ye. Any question that you have, we're here to help. It's Way Up.
Everybody whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Ye.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Maino is here.
Right.
That's right. And it's time for Ask Ye. I'm with my award-winning advice-giving BRF Best Rapper friend Maino. We have Jordan on the line. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up, Jordy Jor? What's your question today for Ask Ye?
So I guess I'm kind of at like a standstill with my girl. So when it comes to the voting tomorrow, she doesn't want to vote for Trump, but she also is not feeling Kamala. So she wants to vote independent, but voting independent is like a waste of a vote. So to me, I'm going to probably vote Democrat just to try to go against Trump.
Right, because it could end up splitting things.
So, and then she's kind of like at odds with me because since she doesn't really fully like or agree with some stuff with the Democratic Party, she's kind of just like mad at me for voting Democrat. And then I'm kind of like looking at her like, why are you going to vote independent though?
I understand feeling like, are we aligned? Because morals and values are important in a relationship.
Right. I feel that, but you also got to respect somebody else's choice.
Yeah.
And how they feel about things, because everybody not going to see things the same way you want to see them. And that's the differences in people. You got to respect where somebody else is coming from. You can't force her to see it your way.
Mm-hmm. You can tell her, and give her
you can
information.
give as much information as possible, but she's going to only make the decision that she wants to make for her.
And you know what I think is important too, though? I will say this, asking somebody why. Because if you can't explain what you're doing, why you're doing, and understand what that means and the impact that has, that is sometimes can be a red flag. I have a friend who is like, she's breaking up with her man because his reason for not wanting to vote for Kamala is because he doesn't want an Indian woman in the White House. That was his whole explanation of why. And so I think
that's something deeper though.
Yeah, so that matters.
Yes,
I think
deeper.
the why matters. If for her, she's like, look, I don't like either one of these candidates, but I do in particular like this candidate a lot. And being able to have a conversation that's not emotional, that's like, look, I respect whatever it is that you decide to do, but I just want to let you know that when, you're taking that vote away, that does matter because these people have no chance of winning who are on the ballot. It's going to be between these two.
I'm on the ballot. You could throw something over there for me.
God. But again, just good luck, Jordan, with that. And just understand, if somebody can give you an explanation of why they're doing it, you can't make somebody look at things your way, but what you can do is give them the information, and then maybe she has a respectful reason why, and you can be like, okay, we don't agree. At least you're not voting for Trump.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, that was Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you could leave a message, and we'll answer your question that way. And when we come back, we want to ask you guys, tomorrow is Election Day. It's your last opportunity to vote. How do you feel about politics in your relationship? It could be the person's family, or maybe your significant other and you don't agree on who you want to be in office and the reasons why. We want to hear how you've handled it. 800-292-5150. Call us up. It's Way Up.
What's happening? You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee. Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm
Way
here
up.
with my guy Maino.
That's right.
And we're talking about voting, and if you can date somebody who does not have the same political party or the same opinions or even like the same values that you do.
Right. If you stand opposite of that person, can you still date them?
Could you date somebody who didn't vote along your lines?
Yeah, I can date them.
Could you be with them?
That's me.
Why did you look at me like that?
That's
like,
me being with
damn.
them. That's me being with them.
Could you see yourself like in a relationship though with somebody who is like?
It would be relationship-ish.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I think those conversations will be difficult for me. I had to work with somebody before who was like a crazy Trump supporter. And when I tell you, it used to get on my nerves because it kind of reflects in a person's character.
Right.
You know, and you're like, what is wrong with you? And the person was like very misogynistic. I was like, I can't do this. So I guess it matters how you show your support for a candidate too. But let's see.
Maybe slightly a reflection of who you are.
Yeah, well, let's see what you guys think. 800-292-5150. Deja, what do you think?
I always say I don't get into politics unless somebody's voting for Trump and he's a black man. But I got into a situation where a black man wants to vote for Trump. So I was stand still. And I kind of just didn't know how to respond. So I called my mom, and she was like, he can vote for whoever he wants.
Right. What if he checks all your boxes? Like, he's a good guy. Like, he keeps you in your soft era, but...
Right, that's exactly what it is. Pays bills, does everything. But the Trump thing, I was like, what? And then it was more so because, like you said, it's two people. You have to vote for the two people that matter. And he says he's not going to vote for Camilla because of the gun laws. I tried to inform him because I feel like he was more ignorant to the fact, but he's still not budging at all.
Okay. You're right about that, though. There's so much false information. It's overwhelming.
But I guess I can't force him to, so, hey.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and sharing with us. Good luck with that.
All right.
Hey, Queenie, what's good?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
You want to tell me and Maino how you handle politics in your relationship?
So, I don't know why this is such a hard decision for people, but I feel before you get in a relationship, some of the first things you should ask is stuff like that. Like, how do you feel about this person? Do you vote Republican? Do you vote Democratic? Are you independent? Like, that should be very important because me personally, I'm a Democrat and I cannot be with a Republican at all. There's no way we can raise our household the same thing. That's just like religion. Those are things you should be talked about before you get in a relationship with somebody, not, later down the line.
What if a candidate comes along who's a Republican, but you actually like them?
Right.
Nah, see, I tried to do that, and I used to say that I think I'm more in the middle with things because I like to look at both sides. But at the end of the day, when I really look at it, it might be one thing on the Republican side that I might say, okay, I understand. But at the end of the day, I just don't go that way. It just doesn't go for me that way.
All right, girl, I feel you. All right, well, thank you for calling.
No problem.
All right, well, thank you guys for calling and sharing with us. I know it's not an easy conversation to have with somebody to talk because it gets very heated. And
absolutely
very passionate
in the household.
Yeah, like to me, I can't imagine somebody who is okay with somebody degrading women in the way that I mean, there could be so many different things, but if you could just name one thing that you're like, this is a non-negotiable for me, that's a non-negotiable. But anyway, again, tomorrow is elections. That's your last chance to vote. And when we come back, it's our last chance. Well, your last chance to talk on the show today. All right. Because you guys will have the last word. It's way up.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my award-winning, advice-giving BRF, Best Rapper friend Maino on a Monday, Mainovation Day.
That's right.
And you are soon to be the coffee-drinking, advice-giving.
I'm going to try coffee. We've been talking about this for like 3-4 years. And I've
Perfecto.
never tried coffee.
We're going to do it up here.
It's about that time. We got to film it, though. It has to be documented.
And make sure you check out my coffee shop, Coffee Uplifts People. All right, that's coffeeupliftspeople.com. We also sell our coffee at Target, at Amazon. You can order it anywhere.
Lit.
So I encourage y'all to do that because
go ahead, Angelina.
Tomorrow is a big day. It's election day, your last chance to vote. I voted early. I have my vote early sticker on already. I went this weekend. In and out, Some people like to wait to the last minute and go on election day and be part of that fun. Party at the polls. All right, well, you guys, like we always tell you, this is your show, so you have
the last word, baby.
Thank you.
Back like 2016, I crashed my dad's car. I ain't do it on purpose, right? I popped at an all-black 3 Series BMW, so I knew when he came back, he was going to be. So I hurried up and rushed the car back home. I had parked it on the opposite side of the street to try to make it seem like somebody came down the street flying down there and had smacked the car. My pop got a whole insurance claim over that. I think he won like $30K from somebody smacking his BMW like that.
Hello, my name is Latessa McPherson, and I want to shine a light on my boyfriend, George Ragland. He works for MPS. He works at Riverside School on the east side. I mean, he makes me very happy. He's my everything. Shine a light on my boyfriend, George Ragland.
Going way up, with Angela Yee.